everybody. I hope that you're all doing well. Welcome to today's video. Today we are doing just old-fashioned, pure whisper ramble. A life update of sorts. Just to catch up and say hey and just give you some whisper ramble goodness. So I hope that you are all having a great new year so far. Please don't mind in this video that I have completely lost half of this nail. It absolutely kills me. I hope you don't mind too much. I still have a good 3 weeks or so until I'm gonna get my nails done, so we're just gonna rock with this for the next 3 weeks or so. Before we get into the Whisper Ramble, I wanted to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is one of my favorite companies to work with ever, and that is Scentbird. You guys have heard me talk about Scentbird twice now, I think, on my channel, and I said it last time, I'll say it again. They are like one of my favorite brands to work with. So if you don't know, and I'm going to show you some of their products. If you don't know, Scentbird is a company that will send you a 30-day sample of a perfume, cologne. They have unisex scents as well, and they'll send you a 30-day supply of it. I have 3 of them, so technically 90 days of samples. And so how it works is you will go online and you'll go to their website to take a quiz, and it'll match you with like what they think your taste would be, kind of like what you're into, and then they send you things based on that. And the way it works is it is $17 a month, which even that just alone, $17 to try these scents that, you know, some of the brands or types of perfumes and colognes that they carry can be 100, 200, and so on, like expensive scents. So for $17 a month you can try it and not buy a $200 bottle and then hate it, and then it'll just sit there. But if you use my code SOFT55, you will get 55% off of your purchase, so that's about $7 on your first go at Scentbird for a 90-day supply of perfumes. I use their products every day, no joke. So I'll start with my favorite one. I'm not gonna go through everything, and maybe I will, I don't know. But this is what it looks like when it comes. So it says Scentbird, and all the tubes come in different colors. This is my favorite type of blue ever, this shade. So this is my favorite one. And every perfume or fragrance will come with a note card saying what you got, a little description of it in the back, and then the ingredients and the types of scents that they combined to make the product. So this is my favorite one. It is the 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 Eau de Parfum 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓲𝓪. It's a long title, but that's my favorite one, this one. And so the ingredients are lily of the valley, spicy geranium, citrus, rose, and a cord of musk. I can definitely smell the citrus and rose. It's very, like, this one's very dainty and florally, which I like. So you essentially just twist the top and it unlocks, and that's how you can spray it on yourself. So that's my favorite one. I got that. My second favorite one is this one, which is the Scents of Wood, Neroli, and Acesia. And it really does smell like a fireplace. I'm not even gonna lie, but like in a nice way, like not like wow you reek of a bonfire, but like it definitely smells like fire. So it has neroli oil, bitter orange extract, orange flower, absolute oak wood, and cashmere. I don't really know what any of those things are, but. And then still use it, but it is Ash by Ashley Benson. Is that Ashley Benson is the blonde from Pretty Little Liars, right? I think so. I didn't even know she had a perfume. And yeah, not my favorite. This one's not my favorite, but it's a really nice red bottle. So they all also come in this little pouch that says Scentbird, and you just, it's a drawstring pouch. So I always keep one. I've said it before, I keep one on my dresser to use every day. On days that I forget to put it on, I also have one in my work bag, and then the third one I keep until the other two run out. And I truly love them. They stay on all day, you know, like not like body mists that just like fade away throughout the day. And I really like them, and it's such a good deal. So if you guys are curious, you can go to Scentbird and use my 55% off discount code, and I really think that you will like it. If you don't want it for you, maybe for a loved one. And if any of you do try it or have tried it before, let me know down below if you know, liked what you got or what your experience was like, because I'm curious. But okay, so thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring this video, and let's just get into the ramble. So yeah, like I said, I hope that you guys are all doing well. I am doing okay. I've been having a little bit of a rough time just in life. Life gets hard sometimes. I don't really want to get into it. I don't know if I ever will really on here. But it's been a rough time. And I've just been spending a lot of time with family and friends, which has helped a lot, and I feel really blessed and grateful to have them all in my life, to be there to support me and you know, pick me up when I need it. That's so important to have in your life. And you know, I guess going through hard times really makes you realize like who is like in your life and who truly like cares for you and will take care of you. And yeah, I've just been so thankful for my parents and my friends. And today is the best that I have felt in a while. So, you know, baby steps, but I am okay. And I just, yeah, I feel really thankful. And you know, it's 2023, right? New year, you know, so I am okay. I have just been getting back into the swing of working. For pretty much the whole month of December, I worked like only 3 or 4 days a week, sometimes 2. The way it works with my job is you can only carry over a certain amount of vacation hours, and you can't take your sick days with you. So at the end of, I think it was like January 6th, by January 6th, if you have any sick days or any personal days, you lose them after January 6th. And vacation hours, we do it by hours, and every pay period, you know, you get like another day or something like that. You can only take over 80 hours. Anything more than that, you lose, which is stupid. I found out that my company used to, instead of like you lose it, they would like pay you out. So they would pay you for any days that you didn't use, and you would get like that extra money in your pocket. I'm so mad that they don't do that anymore, because that would have been great. Because like it was like the second week of December, and my boss came to me and was like, hey, you have 9 days between sick days and vacation days. I had 9 days that I was gonna lose. And my boss is phenomenal, and everyone at my job it's a sick day and you're not really sick, like, use them. Don't lose them, because you're essentially losing out on money. So I was very thankful for her. And so I went and I sat in her office with her, and we went and looked at the calendar together, and I picked 9 days between the last 3 weeks of December and the first week of January. And I picked 9 days to take off, and it was great. And so I took off a lot of Thursday, Fridays. The first week of January, I was off Monday for the holiday, and then I was off Thursday, Friday, so I only had to work Tuesday, Wednesday. But now this week, currently is the first week I am working all 5 days since the beginning of December, so in about like a month and a half almost. So that stinks. It's really hard to like get back into the swing of it, I guess. Yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, so most people were off. A lot of people in my life were off, like friends and family. But I was not. So I was at work yesterday, so it is still a 5-day work week for me. But it's fine, because in my job, whenever you work technically like a holiday, like a national holiday or a company holiday, you get what we call a comp day. So that's essentially just a free day that I can use one day whenever I want, as long as it works for my boss and, you know, my team. So right now I think I have 3.5 comp days to use already, which is great. So, and that brings me to my next topic. I'm gonna use those 3.5 days to go to Mexico. So I'm going to Mexico in February. I'm going with my cousin and her best friend, and I feel like that friend has become a friend of mine kind of at this point. And definitely after this trip, I really like her, and you know, my cousin and I grew up together. My cousins and I are pretty close for the most part. And so we are going, and I've never been before. And technically it's for their birthdays. They are within like a week from each other, and my cousin is turning 30? Yeah, because I'm gonna be 27 this year, so she's turning 30. So it's kind of a big deal. And so she texted me maybe almost 3 weeks ago at this point, like 2 weeks ago, and invited me. And originally I said no, just because I had the 9 days off in December and I felt bad putting in for more days. And also, I don't know, there was just a lot going on in my life. And then also, like, coming out of the holidays, it's a busy time of year. And so it was just like, I just didn't think it was gonna work. And, you know, when your ear starts ringing, that just happened to me. Somebody's talking about me. That's annoying. Anyway, but given everything, and like the fact that I was like kind of having a hard time, and my boss kind of knew I was having a hard time and stuff, my boss was like, nah, like, you should go, because I told her that I was invited. And my boss was like, no, like, if you have the days, like, go, like, you should go. And so I got her blessing, and I texted my cousin last week, and I said, basically, like, I asked if it was too late, and she was like, no, like, hold on. She got so excited. She was like, I mean, we booked already, but let me call the hotel and like see if we can add you. And she did it right there on the spot and added me, and it all happened so fast. I booked my flights and paid my cousin for my portion of the resort, and now I'm going to Mexico. So, kind of wild. I'm excited. Yesterday I started putting some things in my Amazon cart. Just like a hat and a dress to wear, and I'll maybe get like a new bathing suit. You know, new year, new summer clothes, even though it's gonna be February. I have never traveled to a warm location in the wintertime, ever in my whole life. I have always wanted to. I feel like it's gonna throw me off. Like, I feel like it's gonna throw me through a loop, or it's gonna be weird. And also, That means I won't wear my coat to the airport. I'll just suck it up and run into the airport so that I don't have to like have a jacket, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'll probably just put on like leggings and a t-shirt and then maybe like a sweatshirt and then just take it off when I get there. I already checked the weather last night, about like from where we're going, and it's like 80s, like 87 and sunny, and I'm like, oh, I think some vitamin D will be good for me too, and just like, you know, because the sun makes you like happy and, you know, whatever. So I'm really excited. I will definitely like share pictures. I'll probably make a video, like a recap video, when I come home and tell you guys how it was and what we did. We're gonna try to do some excursions, like nothing crazy, nothing big, but I saw they had a picture of one of those like swim up bars, so it's like a pool but you have bar stools in it, and then there's like a bar. Imagine just like sitting there and getting like a pina colada, but like you're sitting in the pool but you're at a bar. Like I've always wanted to do that, always. So that's gonna be good for me, and like we'll, you know, have nice dinners, and probably like, you know, they probably have like little like club things where you could go and like dance and stuff, and so I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm a little anxious about it, and I'm not 100% sure why I am, but I'm also excited. And it all happened so fast. I actually like booked it, and then I was like, oh crap, I don't know if my passport's still good, and you kind of need that, but luckily I'm good until 2025, so I'm fine there. But I like had a heart attack for a second, and I was like, oh no, but we're good. So yeah, so I'm going from a Friday to a Tuesday. So we have a super early flight going out, and I'm gonna fly out with my cousins, and she lives about 3 hours from me, so I think I'm gonna take the day before. I'm gonna take a half day, and then I'll just go straight from work to my cousin's house. We'll probably sleep for just like a few hours, and then make our way to the airport early in the morning. It's like around 7:30 a.m. flight, so it's gonna be a very early morning, but I've done it before. It's worth it. It's fine, because then you get there kind of early, and you still have like the whole day, you know. Although it is a pretty long flight. I think going is 4.5 hours. I mean, the longest flight I ever did was when I went to Alaska, and in total I think it was something like 16 hours in between 3 different flights. So, you know, if I can do that, I can do 4.5 hours, and I'm gonna be tired, I'm sure, so I'll try to like sleep on the plane and stuff. I'll download some like Netflix shows on my phone and just watch them that way or something to pass the time. But yeah, so that's like the biggest development in my life. I should have said that first. I kind of forgot about it for a second. But yeah, I will be traveling to Mexico, and I will share pictures and our experiences after the fact, and I'll probably put things on my story like when I'm there. So if you want to follow along with that trip, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you don't already. I have been not very active on there at all, just because again of I had a lot going on, and I haven't really wanted to be on my phone much, to be very honest with you. But for that trip I will absolutely post some things. So my Instagram is just soft ASMR. I am private, but I will accept you. And yeah, so that's a big thing. And the next couple weekends I just have some things planned with family and friends. Just trying to keep myself busy. I can't believe it's almost February already. Time is just going way too fast. It's gonna be summer before we know it. The biggest thing in my apartment, and I actually meant to call today, and now I know I'm not gonna have time, but I need to call my management office, and I need to get my windows not fixed but upgraded. I realized, actually my mom was the one that realized on my side of the building, I have different windows from everybody else. Mine are older, and I'm literally the only one. So that means that the guy who lived here before me, I guess, just like chose to not get them upgraded when they got them upgraded. The guy who lived here before me was a young guy, and he just didn't strike me as a home improvement type of dude. A lot of the things in my apartment looked like they've been here from like the 90s, maybe older than that. So, you know, that was his decision at the time, and I respect it, you know. But they bother me because, one, I do get a lot of like cold air through it, which isn't the end of the world because they crank the heat in this building, but they rattle. My windows rattle. I'm sure you've heard them in a couple of videos, but at night when it's super windy, they rattle so loud, and it keeps me up. There have been nights where I've been up until 4:30 because the rattling just drives me crazy, and I just can't sleep, and that's not gonna work for me. And the way that a co-op works is that everything within my walls is my responsibility. Everything outside, meaning outside the building, like the windows, that's the building's responsibility. Now I may have to pay for it a little bit, which I'll do it. It'll be worth it. But like I don't think I have to like upgrade them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has the same windows, so they should take care of it. As far as like the labor goes, but I really need to do that. I'm not gonna have time, but I'll have to call tomorrow. And yeah, so that's another big update, which means I'm gonna have to have people over to like fix it and stuff, but again, it'll be worth it. So that's it, guys. That's just a little bit of what has been going on. I hope that you all are doing well again. Thank you to 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 for sponsoring this video, and guys, remember to use my